Hi everybody, this is Tantris Humble. You're watching a video, and we're going to talk about things. Lots of things, like Sneako! Okay, why? Why do I want to talk about Sneako? Well, in the recent news, it turns out that the man and the legend was actually banned from YouTube. That's right, Sneako is gone. And the reason that's relevant to me, I said this once before, but if it weren't for Sneako, I would not have made a YouTube channel. Because I saw that he was just taking a camera, taking it into probably like Adobe Premiere or something, slightly editing it, and just working on his charisma enough so that people listen to him. And I was like, you know what? I could probably do that. That kind of sounds narcissistic. But, I used to just think of him as like he wasn't even woke, but I didn't even really think of him as political. Until maybe about 3 months ago when he started popping up on my YouTube newsfeed, my YouTube recommendations page, rather. And all of a sudden, Sneako was talking about the red pill and Tristan and Andrew Tate and the nature of hypergamy, Jordan Peterson, The Daily Wire, Matt Walsh, and all sorts of things. Like videos that I actively engage with in my daily life. Even like, Nick Fuentes, who is, you have that guy on your channel, you're done. And he actually had Nick Fuentes on his stream once, and I think that's like why he got his first strike. But then, he broke too many rules too quickly, like too abruptly, and YouTube was like, we're not gonna have you. We're not going to tolerate that. And I wouldn't be surprised if Sneako's name is now like on an FBI watch list, because it's obviously more important to focus on the people how many people we offend. Oh my God. Rather than important matters such as, I don't know, immigration or masculinity or like marriage and divorce rates and other things. Oh, I'm really running out of town, huh? God damn it! Why do I suck? It's because the B button's wrong. Anyway, but Sneako got banned for all sorts of things, and now that he's gone, it's really tragic. It really is tragic, and I think it's the sign that YouTube really is becoming like a censorship hell. I grew up with YouTube back in 2007. So in 2007, I would watch like the Angry Video Game Nerd, game trailers, like game retrospectives, Chugga Conroy, if anybody knows Chugga Conroy, like Let's Plays. And that was my shit. I would come home after school and I would just watch that, and it was I never thought about politics. I just wanted to enjoy video games. And now, I mean, obviously YouTube has become a lot more political over the years. I imagine that maybe it wasn't as, what's the word for it? It wasn't as intense as it was now, but there was no censorship. Like, the censorship didn't even start to happen until maybe 2016. Like, that was the year when everything went downhill. It was like Stephen Molyneux got canceled or, like, thrown off the platform, I think in 2019, 2018. I don't remember when, but not saying that I support Stephen Molyneux or anything, but just, YouTube has sort of become like the de facto public square, like Twitter has. Twitter, YouTube, those two, I would say, are very much like the places where people of all political ideologies, of all political factions, I wouldn't say come together, but sort of congregate, debate, and share their ideas. And now that YouTube is so partial to one side now because of the dominance, because of the left having like a dominance on culture, conservative voices, and I wouldn't even use the term conservative, just people who aren't far progressive left, will struggle to be heard at all. It's just reprehensible. So with Sneako gone, I'm not sure if I'm going to last on this platform, because some of the things that he was talking about are, while not ideas that I agree with, are definitely ideas that I'd like to talk about. I would like to have people of all sides of the coin eventually come on my channel and convince me about, a multitude of contentious topics. Like, we talk about the red pill and hypergamy. There's some people who think that we shouldn't focus so much on hypergamy, and that, like, it's just, what is it? That male simping behavior is natural. I mean, I don't actually believe that, but, people are welcome to come on and let me know what they think, because I like to hear about ideas different from my own. Maybe I'm just hungry for that sort of thing. But YouTube is increasingly becoming a place where you can't do that. Oh shit. So what did he say? He was getting kind of conspiratorial towards the end, I think. He would say things like, don't drink tap water. Don't eat microwaved food. They're trying to make you weak. It's like, I don't know what to say to that. When people make very grandiose claims, but they don't have much evidence to support it, that's usually what a conspiracy is, and I'm inclined to think that a lot of what he was saying had elements of conspiracies, and that's why, I'm not siding with Sneako. But I do think that there was, what was it? He would watch interviews from, God, what the hell was it? What the fuck was that? Extra Thoughts? No. Can't remember on the top of my head. But this guy would do interviews with people on the street, like women, and ask them very difficult questions. It's like, if women don't need to be, if women wish to be so independent, why even be with a man? Or, not even the difficult questions were some of the answers that you would get from the people in the interview, like, if women are the prize, then what are men? Like the wallets. Some of the interviews would say oh my god, I keep going in circles. Sorry guys, I'm not paying enough attention as I'm playing Super Mario World. But then Sneako would make commentary on this and say women like this are for the streets. You shouldn't date women like this because they will use you, they will emotionally manipulate you, and will just ultimately not bring about a good outcome if you're looking to live a good life. And that's pretty harmless. Now, of course, Sneako would actually say things like, depression doesn't exist. And I disagree with that, certainly, as somebody who has had a lot of shitty moments in his life. But saying that depression doesn't exist, I don't think is worthy of... No. I don't think it merits getting banned by the platform. Oh my god, I'm just feeling the anxiety. I'm not chill at all right now, because I'm rushing in Mario and I'm trying to talk about politics and smart people things, and I can't smart right now. Can you smart? There we go. Finally, Jesus. Took me long enough. But yeah, no, now that he's gone, I just wonder, is YouTube done? Are we going to move to another platform? Other video hosting services, other video hosting platforms like BitChute have been mildly successful since their inception, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But it's just not the same, It just isn't the same. YouTube has a sentimental value to it, and it feels like it's been taken over by little kids and brats who just, I don't know. Does anybody else get that cynical feeling when you watch a video about COVID, or at least when you back when COVID was really big, there'd be a little warning below the video that said if you would like to learn more about you should go to this CDC website so you can be further brainwashed by your institution, if you will, by the institutions who try to program you. And I don't know, from the beginning, I've kind of had my own thoughts about that. Don't want to jeopardize the algorithm, but it's just, if you talk to individual people, if you talk to the populace, the not even the proletariat, but just the everyday man, and asks what he thinks about those who are in power, it's just increasingly so that there's no more dialogue between those in power and those not in power. And there's also a cynicism coming from both sides. There's a cynicism of the elite think that we're stupid, and we think that the elite are also stupid. But I think because of that cynicism, maybe they no longer have any empathy. But then again, the elite usually don't have any empathy whatsoever. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So, what can you say? Got to belabor the point on Sneako a little bit here, though. I will say that because I live in Japan now, Western politics, you only really hear about them in the news, and only people who really care and follow up with that shit will talk about it. The everyday Japanese person isn't really concerned with politics. I mean, people do votes. Japan has been technically a democracy since, I think, 1945, since the United States occupied it at the end of World War II. But, the culture is not as, like, individualistic, and I feel like I get a solid break from the moralizing, woke, not even elite, just bastards who, you want to destroy your life because you hold the wrong opinions. I mean, I that's part of the reason why I was excited to leave. Because it wasn't everywhere, but particularly in my hometown, I just continually run across people who would tell me, like, oh, well, I heard that you had this, this I don't want to call it a scandal because it's not really a fucking scandal. But like you have a problem with trans people, or you think whatever, like individuality is more important than group foster identity and such. Well, and they wouldn't even. I'm giving them way too much leeway. They wouldn't even phrase it that way. They wouldn't strawman my arguments, whatever. It was just like, oh, well, you're kind of racist, so I can't associate with you anymore because so-and-so said that you suck, and I don't want to jeopardize my own reputation. Yeah, sorry, bud. And you hear that 1 or 340 times, and you're like, all right, well, you know what? I give up. I'm just going to... Well, I guess all I can do is look for people who are like-minded, just as jaded, and perhaps I can create my own community of people. Beneath every cynical personality is a disappointed idealist. Quote George Carlin. I think that's George Carlin. But to all of you who have kept up with this channel and have supported me, again, thank you. It really helps me out, and I'm grateful that I even have a platform to talk about this. But I think that I'm gonna leave it at that today. As one of the stream of consciousness videos. I've just been so busy recently that I don't have any time to like write videos anymore. I'm either at work, I'm drawing, or I'm out with my girlfriend, and it's just like being an adult is not easy. But either way, okay, maybe I'll start here for next time. Otherwise, fuck. This is just humble, and thank you for watching. Whatever, yeah.